Hey Leos, welcome to Vivid Vibration. My name is Christina. Before we get started, please give me a like, share, and subscribe. I am just getting started, and all of your support is very helpful and very appreciated. Okay, so Leos, we have the Storm, the Dead End, the Venom, the Sustainer, Gnosis, the Eternal Child, the Lover, the Kiss, and Error. Leos. Okay. I feel like there's like two sides to this. I feel like you could be experiencing both of these elements at one time, or you could be experiencing like one or the other. Take what resonates, leave the rest. These are general reads. So, yeah. Okay. So I want to start with the dead in the storm and the villain. Leos, we've had this in our reads, this energy of the village, of really having to like purge our community, practice discretion about who it is that we're dealing with and why. And I want to say, a large part of that has just been because when you deal with people who want to constantly, create confusion about what it is that you're trying to do, it really is like fighting an uphill battle, like fighting an uphill battle. Yeah. Because you just feel like it doesn't matter like what I've done or, like the accomplishments that I've had or, like how it is that I can see this playing out. Like like the people who've been around me just want to come in and they want to tell me, well, you should do this if you want to do this, or you should do that if you want to do this, or you should da 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 da. And there's just a lot of like tampering with what it is that you're doing, but tampering in a way that feels like restrictive, that it feels like, like it's causing you confusion. And so you really have to eliminate that. I want to say other people's fear. Like I can't be restricted by other people's fear, and I need people who are going to believe in me and support me. And and I think just really understanding the fact that but when you are constantly surrounded by people who want to tell you all the things that you can't do and all the reasons that you can't do them, you just start to feel trapped and restricted and like nothing is going to go your way. But I want to say, Leo, is having this knowing, the gnosis is like that deep inner knowing, and it's also the idea of like you of a bird's eye view and having gone through the cycle enough to really recognize like where the negativity is coming from and how it is that you can eliminate that negativity. Because I feel like there's something that you really want to do, Leo, like I feel like it's just this idea of like I know that I can sustain this if everybody would stop dumping poison on it, if everyone would stop, like telling me why I shouldn't or telling me how I should do this in order to do this, in order to do that. Well, like, great. So, like, in 5 to 10 years, I may be able to do this. You know what I mean? I feel like it's just this idea of like, that, like, really having to just silence the naysayers and trust that you know what it is that you're doing. Because what it is that I want to say that you're trying to create and sustain is something that you're very passionate about, something that you're very intimate with. So again, if it's something that you're working on, it's like I know the ins and outs of how this needs to work. I know, like what steps I need to take. I know, how it is that I need to pursue this, and almost I want to say like drawing out a campaign, right? Like I have an entire campaign drawn out for like how it is that I envision this playing itself out. I just need for you all to get on board. You know what I mean? I feel like there's just this idea here of like either getting people on either onboarding or offboarding. you know, but there's like it's one or the other, and if you are going to cause confusion by speaking negativity over what I'm doing, you're going to prevent me from doing what it is that I need to do. So that needs to just stop. Okay. Leo. I keep waiting. I'm like, it's going to be a good read. It's going to be a good read. It's not a bad read, I feel like you know what it is that you're working towards doing. There's just this like element of feeling a little frustrated and a little bit like you need to protect your like this is my chance. This is my chance to take all of that and turn it into something useful. So I have to protect it. And I need people who are going to protect that alongside me. I just need people who will believe in this. I feel like there's an idea here of like, I believe in it. I have faith in it. I have that childlike understanding and that childlike faith. And I also have the tools necessary to really sustain this, or the knowledge necessary to create something sustainable. And I need people who are on board with this next endeavor. Leos, okay. The Three of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords, the Emperor, and the Six of Pentacles. I feel like there's this idea, Leos, as you're like, I've been working towards what it is that what I've wanted to accomplish. Like, I feel like there's this idea here of like, I've always known in the most generic of terms, like what it is that I wanted to do. And I had to go through like all of these different areas of life to acquire all of these skills. But I've done that because I knew that at some point in time, my opportunity would come and I needed to be ready for it. And I feel like there's just this idea of like, okay, yes. That's just what I want to say, like, okay, yes. So I don't know, Leos. I mean, this could be that like you have a love relationship or like a partner who, is like, okay, yes, like I believe in this and I want to do this with you and I want to support you in this. Or it could be that you have, just like somebody in your life who, who sees, I want to say like the work that you've put in, like the skills that you've acquired, and the fact that you never stopped working towards what it was that you knew would be like that will be the thing. If there's one thing that I know will be successful, it's this thing that I've wanted for so long that I can't not have faith in it. I can't not have faith in myself. The Ace of Swords and the Knight of Swords, I feel like again there's just this idea of like this new truth, this new understanding. And the Knight of Swords is somebody who comes in, the Knights are like action oriented cards. And so I feel like there's an idea here, Leos, of either you coming in with this truth and helping somebody along the way, or somebody coming to you with this truth who wants to help you. Because I feel like there's just this idea, Leo, of like you have everything that you need. You're this close to doing it, but there's some, I want to say like you need that assistance to get you to that next step. Like you need that help. And I feel like it's just a conversation of like, this is what I need and this is what you're not providing me when you do this. When you like when you're willing to say, well, I'll help you with this, but you need to figure that out yourself. And it's like, but don't you understand that until you stop helping me with this and you start helping me with that, that's when the change will happen. Like it's like doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result is the very definition of insanity. And I feel like you or somebody else is coming to you and saying like, okay, let's try this way. Like let's give it a try with like what it is that I know will work, and remove this like can't mentality, right? Like just like cut the fear. Oh, Leos. Okay, let's do one more card for my Leos and we'll call it a read. Okay, well that was like jumping. I have the mirror and the tear. Yeah. Again, it's just this idea of like you're only seeing part of the picture. And as long as you only see part of the picture, you're never going to understand. Like you're never going to be able to protect this next step, because I feel like there's just this idea of like I'm caught up in going towards what it is that I know. Okay, so if I have a purpose and it's not just to like what work and die, then I want to say like allow me the opportunity to go towards that instead of sustaining me in an environment that does not do anything except for require more sustaining. It's like you can pour water into a bucket with a hole in it over and over and over again, or you can fix the hole. You know what I mean? Like that's what this feels like. It's just this like protect the right thing, and a decision being made to really like I want to say acknowledge and understand this truth of like misaligned assistance. Okay. Well, Leos, if you're interested in booking a personal read with me, please give me or click the link in the description box below. If this is where we part ways, please give me a like, share, and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. If this is where we part ways, thank you so much for spending some time with me. And I hope to see y'all again soon. Bye.